Hey, what's up? What up? What up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Who is this we got in the house? Current F said, when y'all fall in, tap that like button, man. No truer words have been spoken, man. What's up, man? We here on the early afternoon. What's good? What's going on, man? What's up? Let me stop tripping. This is a late afternoon, man. And we're going to be talking about this PnB Rock situation, right? Now, I'm going to let everybody get in here. As you guys get in here, make sure you hit that like button, man. Let's get it, you know what I mean? Let's see what we got going on out here, man. Crazy in the streets, man. Like, this PnB Rock story has even taken over social media. Like, everybody's putting in their 2 cents talking about the situation. You got different people weighing different opinions about this situation. But you had two major stories crack off today, man. You had people talking about, there's one story that talks about his jewelry and how his jewelry could be a clue to solving this case. Then there's another story I want to talk about where the Los Angeles police believe that PnB Rock was fatally shot after Instagram posts revealed his location. Like, they went on record to say that, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that as well and look at the clip or whatnot. But man, as y'all fall in here, make sure you hit that like button, shout out your city in the chat, and we're gonna get to business. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who we got in the chat today. Okay. What up? What up? What up? What's up, man? I see y'all. RIP to PnB Rock. I'm with y'all on that. Y'all rock with me on that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Really important, man. I don't know what's up with your boy, man. We ain't been getting them likes, man. We got to get them things up. Let's go. You know? Tampa Bay, what's up? Ooh, you the truth, homie. Salute. Hey, appreciate it, West Bank Gorilla. What up, man? That 504, what up? Already hit that button for show. What's up? I appreciate it, Polo Glocky. What up? What's good, everybody? Smash that like button, man. Listen to Ben Walker. Ain't no truer words been spoken. Chicago 773, let's go. All right, man. Yeah, we got to really get them likes up because, if you don't keep it at 50% engagement, man, which means we should be about 50 likes or something above that, they get to tripping. So, man, everybody, as you come in here, make sure you hit that like button. Let's go. What up, Dream Dog? Yo, I'm going to give you a wrench, Dream Dog, man, so that way you can moderate, man. You in here every day heavily, man. So let me go ahead and add you as a moderator. So that way you can cancel out any of the craziness. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Fort Pierce, Florida for the check-in. What's up? Daytona, Florida. What's up? RIP PnB. Yeah, man, this story, like I said, it's taking over social media. Like, it's one of the main stories everybody's talking about, man. T-Dot in the building. Toronto with the check-in. Jackson, Mississippi. What's up? West Los Angeles in here. What's up? Radcliffe, Kentucky. What up? Like and subscribe. Listen to Free Money. I have a wrench now. Hit the like button. What up, AZ King? What up for the check-in? Always, man. What up, Dream Dog? I see you. What's up, big man? We already know what it is, man. What up? What it is, man? Where's my wrench? Running. All right, AZ King. I'm going to give you a wrench, man. So that way you can moderate, man. In case anything go crazy, man. You can clean it up, man. Deerfield Beach, Florida. What's up? New Orleans, what's up? RI, is that Rhode Island in the building, man? Let's go. Y'all hit that like button, man. If you're in here, make sure you hit that like button. We should be at the 90 likes, so that way they know that we mean business up in here. So everybody stop what you're doing, hit that like button. Let's go. Gangland, for real, man. New Orleans, Deerfield Beach in here, what up? My bad, that was a big sip, man. All right, I see you, AZ King. You got your wrench, you rocking and rolling. You and Dream Dog, what's up? Moderating this thing, getting things cracking, man. Yeah, we mean business. We mean business. All right, so let's get to it, man. So today, two big stories kicked off, man. One of them talking about the fact that PnB Rock, his jewelry might lead to the arrest of the suspects in this situation. They pretty much put an all out for his jewelry. I don't know how, but we're going to get to the story, and it'll describe what's up with that. Also, it looks like the LAPD or the local police department in Los Angeles went out and basically said that it's a strong possibility that IG post that was made led to him getting killed. Like, they went on the record like it's saying that, like it's a very strong possibility. They didn't make it a definitive, but man, the way that they said it, it almost is definitive. You know what I mean? Now, we are in no way trying to disparage his baby moms or girlfriend or whatnot, but man, that's what they saying. So we're going to talk about that story as well. Now, before we get to the getting and talk about everything that we got on our plate, do me a favor, man, let's go ahead and hit this intro. But before we hit this intro, make sure you hit that like button so we can get these alerts out. Let's go. Okay, hey, what's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? So, man, there is a story that was put out. Let's talk about it. And we're talking about PnB Rock today, man. It is the biggest story in hip-hop right now. Horrible situation. Rest in peace to PnB Rock. But, you know, it's taking over social media. It's taking over TikTok. It's taking over Twitter. It's taking over Instagram. And everybody has an opinion. So we're going to weigh in on some of the things that are floating around out there. You know what I'm saying? Just weigh the options. Now, there was a story put out by, I want to say, NBC News, and in the headline of the story, it says, police suggest Instagram posts before shooting may have led gunmen to rapper PnB Rock. So they're saying a photo that included the rapper's location was published on his girlfriend's social media account, and he posted a video of himself wearing a jewel-encrusted watch. So they're saying that photo, they believe, the police are suggesting, led to the gunman to rapper PnB Rock and essentially caused them to rob him and ended with him losing his life. So let's actually look at the local news story there in Los Angeles where they go into greater detail.
Alarms about celebrity social media use entangled with real-life rising crime. The artist. Tonight, a manhunt for the shooter that killed Philadelphia rapper PnB Rock. The homicide raising alarms about celebrity social media use entangled with real-life Raheem Allen, best known for his hit song Selfish, was fatally shot Monday in a robbery while at South LA's Roscoe House of Chicken and Waffles, according to authorities.
The suspect then shot the victim multiple times and removed property and then left the location in a getaway car.
PnB Rock's label, Atlantic Records, confirming his death today, saying in a statement, "This news is heavy on our hearts, and we are all hurting over this senseless loss." Celebrities and fans also took to social media to show their love and support, with some questioning whether this since-deleted Instagram story posted by the women Rock was with could be partially to blame for the rapper being targeted.
Now, that is the Instagram post that was since deleted, as well as the account, but that's the geotag you can see on the post right there. You see it at the top. You click that, it'll tell you the location of where they're at, right?
The story was posted while the pair were still at the restaurant, but there's no evidence that the posting of the location is...
Now, what's crazy is, I was doing some research, listening to a lot of different people on this. So I went and actually looked at that location and just, looked at one of the, those Google trackers for gang activity and things like that. Man, that thing is smack in the middle of all sorts of activity. I'm talking about across the street is one, directly across the street from that Roscoe's is one gang. Another gang is one street over, and another gang is catty corner to that. Man, it's crazy, man. We might look at the map. I'll show y'all.
Related to the killing.
Any individual who puts a geotag into their post and includes it there in their story, that leads to the possibility of stalkers. You're giving away your location to fans, but you're also giving away your location to people who may not have the best intentions.
If you're a rapper, you know not to post your location. Post it when you leave.
Nicki Minaj also taking to Twitter, not just with condolence.
Now, a lot of people were split on this, man. Nicki Minaj jumping in this situation, but let's listen to what the news story has to say about it.
But to urge people to think twice before posting where they are on social media. Writing in part, quote, "There's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts."
We don't think about, I'm going to tag the location. I'm going to let everybody know where I am. It's almost like a best practice. And this is another example of where this can lead.
Yeah, man. So that was the news story. And you heard, man, they basically put it out there that, that post, man, could have led them straight to PnB Rock, and they are urging that people are more careful in the future. I mean, what's crazy is there's been a lot of debate on this, because most people don't want, they don't want to blame his girlfriend. They don't want to make it seem like it's her fault or anything of that nature. And that is 100% understandable. But the crazy part about it is, man, there was a lot of mistakes being made in this situation, similar to what Jack Boy said, man, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, wild, man. So let's do this, man. Let's actually go to the news story that talks about it as well. And let's pull that up. So, and I see you, AZ King and Dream Dog, doing work, man, in that chat, man. Y'all listen to them. Make sure you hit that like button, man. If you're in here right now, make sure you hit that like button. Let's push to get over 100 likes right now, man. So that way we can send out these alerts, let people know we're live, because, we had a little bit of lag. You know what I mean? Let's see. So let's go to this headline. Now, this is from People Magazine. Now, this story is everywhere. It's on CNN, everywhere. And this is just one of the many headlines that's out there. So it says, Los Angeles police believe PnB Rock was fatally shot after Instagram post revealed his location. Now, I know it's tough for people to kind of try to read this and, not blame anybody involved, but it might not be anybody's fault. It might just be a tragic mistake in this situation. So I'll leave some leeway there. Now, in the story, it said on Monday, a suspect demanded PnB Rock to hand over his jewelry before firing shots several times, killing the selfish rapper. Police are sharing more details about PnB Rock's death a day after the rapper was gunned down at a popular LA restaurant. On Monday, PnB Rock, real name Rakeem Hashem Allen, was shot and killed while eating lunch with his girlfriend, Stephanie, at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, LA staple. A lot of people go to the one in Hollywood and stuff like that to visit. I think that's the one where they got like the pictures of the presidents that have visited. Shaq's been there and stuff like that. What's wild is the one that he went to seemed to be in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? It was like in one of the worst areas that you could probably imagine in LA. So let's actually, before we continue with the story, give you a visual of that, man. A visual representation, I should say. And this should show you right here. Right here. So, right there, man. I know that's tough to see, but you guys see this map, right? Now, according to the sources on Google or whatever, this map outlines the different gangs in that area. So you definitely, hopefully you see the Roscoe's right there, right? Now you see the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, and then you see this orange section right there, that orange, that's one gang, and it leads up to another gang over here. Then you have another gang across the street, and then you have another gang further down the street. So you see these 1, 2, 3 streets, and then there's another gang that shares almost that same line, and it's on the opposite of the street of that. So this is in the heat of gang activity when exiting that 110 freeway and getting onto to Manchester. So crazy, man. I don't know. There's rumors that he was on his way to the airport, and that was a quick stop. But if you looked at a video, man, and I want to do this, I want to look at a little bit of this just so you guys can get an idea. There was a video of them in the car, allegedly, right? And it looks like his girl is driving. So let's look at the very first part of this. I want y'all to see this, man. So y'all know I ain't blowing smoke. I'm keeping it real with y'all. So let's look at... So y'all see PnB Rock, right? Y'all see his hands or whatnot? Nice hands in it. It looks like his girl's the one that's actually driving. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I get what people are saying, but it seems like she was driving to the place. So I don't know. I don't know what that means, if it means anything. It might not mean anything, but interesting. So let's look at that one last time for y'all. PnB Rock, rocking. I can't play this because of the music in the background, but, I had to turn off the sound, I say. That's Shorty. And it looks like she's driving because his hand is right there and his other hand is on the camera because somebody got to be holding the camera, right? So I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the chat, man. Looks like she was driving the whole time, but everybody knows Nikki, though, her husband. Oh, man, y'all wildin'. Yo, let's see. Where's my dad's? She drove him there. He didn't go himself. Yeah, man, that's what it seems like. It seems like she drove him there. You know what I mean? Which is wild. He was targeted before, then she goes off and leaks the location of the spy. Seems pretty crazy, man. You know, and the LA Times, I mean, the Los Angeles PD, they're looking into all this, man. They're looking into all this. You know what I mean? It says, so let's continue with the news story. Or the report. Now it says on Monday, PnB Rock, the couple shares a 2-year-old daughter. They're talking about him and his girlfriend, Stephanie. The couple shares a 2-year-old daughter, Zuri. The rapper was also a father to another little girl, Milan, and a suspect approached the Fleek rapper and ordered him to hand over jewelry and other items. Moments later, the suspect pulled out a gun and shot PnB Rock several times. The rapper, who was 30 years old, died shortly after, and the suspect fled in a getaway car. So there was a getaway car ready, I'm assuming, or either they already had a car put in. I don't know. We'll see when the videotape gets released. Now, on Tuesday, Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore said it was likely an Instagram post alerted the assailant to the rapper's location, per the Los Angeles Times. So the Los Angeles Times did an interview with the police chief, and he said that an Instagram post had alerted the assailants to the rapper's location. So it's not like everybody's just coming after her. It looks like this was just a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Now, PnB was with his family, with his girlfriend, and some kind of friend of his. And as they're there enjoying a simple meal, he was brutally attacked by an individual who apparently came to the location after a social media posting. So what does that tell us? That tells us there's somebody else that was there with PnB Rock and his girl. And that could lead to a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? They're basically saying there was a third person there with PnB Rock and his girl. That's outside of what we already know. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like, yo, that third person, I wonder who they are. Oh, man, y'all wildin', man. Hit that like button. Y'all tripping. Get them likes up, man. Let's go. Stop playing. Let's go. Your boy doing investigative work. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking, man. But for real, get them likes up. Let's go. Let's stop playing. But yeah, so there's a third person who was there. And let's read that again. It says on Tuesday, Los Angeles Police Chief, blah, blah, blah. Here it is. PnB Rock was with his family, with his girlfriend, or some kind of friend of his, and as they're enjoying a simple meal, he was brutally attacked by an individual who apparently came to the location after a social media post and said more, according to the Times, with his girlfriend or some kind of friend of his. Maybe they mean the girlfriend is some kind of friend of his, but I read that as there was a third person there as well. But when you see them in the car, it's just him and her in the car. You know what I mean? We'll play that video in a second. Now, just prior to the incident, his girlfriend had shared an Instagram story of their lunch. The post was later deleted. A graphic video of the aftermath of the shooting shows the rapper alive but severely injured. Someone asked how old he is, and a woman is heard saying he's 30. No one else was injured in the restaurant, according to KTLA. The suspect is still at large and has not been identified by authorities. LAPD did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. So yeah, man, this is crazy. So it's looking like I doubt anybody gets away with this. You know, they say that there's cameras in there. They're already starting to go through the cameras, reviewing and stuff and trying to look and see what would happen. But what's wild is, man, it takes a lot for the police to say, yo, that Instagram post is what led to him losing his life. You know what I mean? So for them to put that out there and say that that's what they believe, that's wild, man. And if Shorty, she's probably going through it already, man, tearing herself up. But, man, that is crazy to even think about.
Arms about celebrity social media use.
Because we know, based on past stories, Pop Smoke, everybody, that, yo, it's jack boys out there, you know what I'm saying? And they looking at people's social media and stuff like that. And you just gotta be on your P's and Q's. Now, there's been a lot of debate about that area as well. Like we showed on that map, right? On that map, it shows like that area is crazy with gang activities. Like you look at the Roscoe's, there's gangs all over the place, right? Like no matter where, like you see this one gang off to the right here. You know, they say that was the Swans or something like that. Then you have the, Broadway gangsters. Then you have the Main Streets. Then you have the Hoovers. You have all these different gangs. Now, this is what they're saying on this map. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about no gang stuff. I'm just reporting as it said. But all of that right by the Roscoe's that you see right there. You see the Roscoe's is where that gun is. They put that there. So I'm assuming that means there was a shooting there. So to alert people. But wow. And it's right off this 110 access road right here. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Yeah, man, that's you got to factor that in. This is a crazy area to be stopping in. But, you know, Shorty was driving. Looks like that she felt like stopping there. Maybe it's one of his favorite things to eat. And she was like, oh, let's go there right now. And next thing you know, cats running in, rushing and shooting, man. Crazy, man. Crazy. Now, there's been another development. So moving on to the next topic. So let's talk about, hold up. Let me see if y'all done got my likes up, man. Let's go. Oh, y'all wildin', man. Let's hit that like button. Let's go, man. Y'all said Free Money says grapes. Game said it on his new album, Chain Snatchers at Roscoe's. Yeah. He wasn't lying. If the game said that, he wasn't lying for a fact. So let's see. I want to talk about this news story from today as well, man. So this, like I said, this has been taken over the timeline today, right? So PnB Rock's stolen jewelry could be key to solving his shocking killing. So basically, they put like an all call out for his jewelry. They put it out there like his jewelry, if any what do you call them? Pawn shops, any people like that, secondhand, or any people like that who get jewelry, they want them on alert and to be notifying police if they get PnB Rock's jewelry. Now, how are they going to know it's PnB Rock's jewelry? Now, there's different things cats have been doing. People have been getting their signature plated on the back of their jewelry, getting, those plates on the back of their jewelry so people know it's their chain and stuff like that. And maybe PnB Rock had that on his jewelry. So they was like, okay, we know we can locate it. Because maybe his girl or somebody told him that, like, yo, his jewelry is all signed on the back. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Like a lot of rappers, they've had, like, when you see their jewels or their chains and stuff like that, you see that they've got this big plate on the back, And that might be helpful in finding it. Now, in this story, it goes on by saying this. It says, jewelry and other items stolen from rapper PnB Rock, who was shot and killed Monday at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in South L.A., could hold the key to finding the gunman. Los Angeles Police Department detectives have put pawn shops on alert about items stolen during the brazen robbery in hopes it could help identify the killer. So basically the LAPD put the word out that, yo, if any of these items, I guess they gave all of them a list of items, are turned into your pawn shop, you were to tell us, you know what I'm saying? Let us know. Now, what's crazy is what if it's like they go to a jeweler, like a secondhand jeweler or whatever, and they have the capability to melt the jewelry down and stuff like that. Like for the watch, that might not mean much, but what if they work it under the underground and they keep it quiet, How are they going to account for that? They're just hoping that most of these pawn shops and people of that nature are going to be honest and just be upfront about if somebody comes in with these items. That's putting a lot of faith into the community, if you ask me. But man, it says a lot. It says like they working. They trying to find out who killed PnB Rock. You know what I mean? Now it also says PnB Rock was fatally shot by a man who demanded jewelry and other valuables before getting into a struggle with the rapper and opening fire. LAPD Chief Michael Moore said. Moore said the attack occurred soon after the rapper was tagged online Monday as being at the restaurant at West Manchester Avenue and South Main Street. And police are investigating whether that it was prompted the attack. It is what prompted the attack is what they're saying. You know what I mean? or they're trying to ask that question. Is that what prompted the attack? The post. And we talked about that in the last story. And they're basically going out on a limb and saying that might have been it. Now, police say such crimes linked to social media are rare. But Moore said he's concerned about the proliferation of guns on the streets being used by robbers targeting victims for high-end jewelry. Now, we know that PnB Rock had a nice jewelry collection, man. He had a set of chains that he was always rocking. You can see he's got different watches he was swapping out throughout the weekend, throughout the different things that we've seen him at. I think they had something for T Grizzly or something like that. He's wearing a suit and he's got one watch on. So it's a possibility, man. People could have been watching him that whole time. Let's be real, you know? Now, Rock, 30 years old, whose real name is Rakeem Allen, had been at the restaurant with his girlfriend, who had posted a location tag photo in a since deleted Instagram post. The shooting has reignited discussions on the dangers of real-time use of social media by celebrities who post about their locations and luxury possessions. Now, it goes on to say the killing sparked sadness and outrage among fans as well as community activists who say violence at a popular eatery is unacceptable. In quotes, it says, "I want to see the community heal. There's been a more comprehensive strategy to make it clear that taking material items like an expensive watch is not much more worth than a life," said Skip Townsend, a longtime gang interventionist. Is that a real title? Gang interventionalist in Los Angeles. He pointed out that the gunman could have killed so many people in the lunch crowd. Also in quotes, it says, "This happened while he was actually dining, and that is truly tragic," Townsend said. "Arrests don't stop the violence. Arrests don't bring closure to families. We need to do long-term strategy that prevents someone considering such acts." Now, what's crazy is, dog, for all intents and purposes, and I know we put a lot of people out there are putting a lot of blame on PnB Rock, and I'm not saying me. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to floss his jewels wherever he want to go. He should be able to eat and drive a nice car, wear nice clothes wherever he want to be. But in all actuality, that's not the reality of life as we live it. You know what I'm saying? And he ran into probably one of the worst case scenarios in all this, which is crazy, man. Now, Andre Lowdown Christian, a gang interventionalist, I guess that's a big title out there in LA. You know what I mean? Andre, who's a gang interventionalist with Urban Peace Institute, said he and others were trying to sort out rumors about the precipitated Monday shooting. You know what I mean? He said he wouldn't be surprised if Rock had drawn the wrong kind of attention through social media. But it is just as likely someone saw him going into Roscoe's and decided to rob him. Like I said, that area is a high gang area. Like, I'm talking about bad. Like, it's a joke that one of those gangs on that picture that I showed you, they don't even go to that Roscoe's. And they're like 4 lights away and 2 streets away. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, or 4 streets away, 2 lights away from that section. And they're like, yo, they don't even go to that Roscoe's. You know what I mean? And that's basically almost their neighborhood. Now, the dude also said that he wouldn't be surprised if Rock, blah, blah, blah. If nothing else, the slang is a remembrance that people just have to be aware of their surroundings, Christian said. Now, while you're looking at just trying to get some clout, people are looking at it as an opportunity, he said. It shouldn't have to be like this, but that's the way it works. Now, that's how they ended the story as well. So these 2 gang interventionalists, they reached out to them to talk to them about what's going on there in South LA and in that section. And they let it be known that, yo, that's the way it is, man. It could have been the fact that he got the wrong type of attention on social media. It also could have been the fact that somebody seen him going in there, somebody worked in there, gave a drop on him, or anybody lined him up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy and it's sad, man. But hopefully, man, based on what the police are saying, since they have all the jewelers on alert, let them know within the area or within the city, and all the pawn shops know that, yo, if you get these jewels or whatever, I don't know how they know exactly what it was. Yo, notify us, let us know or whatnot. Now, with this out there, though, wouldn't that motivate the people to go like to a neighboring city or something like that to pawn it? Or maybe even like somebody somewhere else like San Bernardino, Riverside or something like that to pawn it as opposed to, staying there. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all said facts, Giovanni. True. I'm looking at y'all. All right, y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Get them likes up. Let's go. The high-profile robbers are hot now. Those same dudes are looking for licks on the streets now. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about that. Like the PPP money dried up, the EDD money dried up, and people got an appetite and a taste for having money, and they spent all that. So now they want that flex back, and there's people out there who just can't afford to eat. So, when you flexing on them, they take it as an opportunity, man, to get them some food. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those are dire straits. That's a tough situation to be in. That's a horrible existence, to be real with you, man. I wouldn't want to be going through that, but that still doesn't give you the right or justification of taking somebody else's life because they shining. Like robbing them, okay, you catch your robbery charge, you get your years, right? You killed the man? Nah, man, you robbed him? You ain't seeing outside of that cell, right? It's over, man. Now, earlier I talked about the fact that a lot of people are chiming in with this situation, right? Now, there is a hip-hop icon who has been widely vocal about a lot of the things that have been going on in L.A. lately. His name being Ice-T. Now, Ice-T came into rap prominence in the 1980s, man. He kind of played the double role as an actor and a rapper. He was one of the first people to do that. He did the theme song for Colors, the movie about gang activity that spread across America and really introduced the whole world to what gangs was about, LA gang banging was about. And dude has some insight because he grew up in the Crenshaw area, right? Now, Ice-T himself, from what I know, really never was a gangbanger, but he's got a lot of friends that were. A lot of people who talk on like some of these jail talk series and stuff like that. They talk about the fact that, they grew up with Ice-T and he was one of the homies. You know what I mean? He never got down, but he was one of the homies, according to what they said, right? Now, to be real, Ice-T has kind of stayed on the straight and narrow ever since some of the things that he went through in the 90s where there was a lot of debate about his music, right? Going into the 2000s, he became kind of an elder statesman, and he focused more on acting. Now he's on like Law and Order, I believe. He's on Law and Order, and he does movies sometimes from time to time, but I think he's one of the longest standing actors on Law and Order, right? But anytime something goes down, say around the All-Star game, say around anything, he kind of chimes in and gives his opinion because he's an LA native, right? He's born and raised in LA, And what's interesting is when Kodak Black got shot, Ice-T was one of the very first people to talk about it because this was during the All-Star game was that the All-Star game? Yeah, it was the All-Star game in Los Angeles. So, man, he chimed in and said some things about that. People took it a certain way or whatnot. Regardless, it didn't seem like it came from a bad place. Now, it seems like this time, people have been reaching out to Ice-T because of what happened to PnB Rock. And he decided to comment on it again. So let's actually look at that, man. Let me pull this to the side. Oh, y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up, man. Hit that like button for your boy. And let me move this pic of Ice-T over. Ice-T always got the same look, don't he? All right. There we go. All right. So hopefully you guys can see that. Can y'all see that? Tell me in the chat if you can't. You know what I mean? Because I'm betting you can. And if you can't, we're going to have to situate it different. But it looks solid on my end. All right. So Ice-T took to social media to make several posts about what's actually going down. You know what I'm saying? About what everybody is saying with this PnB Rock situation. And wanted to just put his 2 cents in. Now, in the very top post, he says this. He says, people are still hitting me up about my comments about LA gang culture. If you notice, LA rappers don't wear a lot of jewelry. Me, Snoop, Cube, Dre, Game, Kendrick, the list goes on. It's not because we're broke. LA's just a dangerous place, rapper or not. Why test the streets? So letting it be known that, a lot of the OGs in the rap game, and even some of the new school rappers in the game, like The Game and Kendrick Lamar, don't wear any jewelry. And I ain't never thought about that, man. Like, you've never seen Kendrick really dipped out, like with a jewelry, with chain on and stuff like that. You know, sometimes he does stuff like that as like a parody or to make fun of things in his videos or to draw or to make an example of stuff. But I've never seen Kendrick like rock just a chain, rocked out, iced out. And he could probably do that, right? The same with the Game. And the Game is more on the active street side than anybody, you know, on this list, to be real. Dr. Dre, I mean, he's like the Billionaires Club, so that would look ridiculous. Same with Cube, you know, executive movies and stuff like that. Snoop, I never seen Snoop with a crazy chain either. I've seen him with chains, but nothing like you would see like from the rappers that we see from other places. You know what I'm saying? And Ice-T, obviously, he's always been a little too old to jump in the chain gang anyway. But that was wild, man. A lot of people had something to say about that. So he responded to that by saying this, excuse me. He said, "That's on certain occasions when you're ready for whatever. I have big jewelry too, but you don't wake up every day and put it on, go down the block. As I said before, challenge the hood, somebody's going to catch that fade." So letting it be known that, yo, you go to the hood, and I don't know, y'all tell me in the chat, man, is Ice-T spot on? Because he sounds spot on to me. Basically saying if you try to challenge the hood and you go there draped up and dripped out for real, it's not going to end up good for you, especially in LA. When you see the local rappers, the rappers who are from LA, they don't even wear chains. They don't even have diamond chains and jewelry and stuff like that. So why would you do that? You know what I mean? Said Ice-T is from New Jersey. Yeah, originally, but he went to high school in LA. And then he joined up. I think he joined the Army for a little bit too. Got out the Army and then ended up being a rapper, like started a band and a group and stuff like that, did some street stuff and whatnot. But yeah, he does have some roots in New Jersey. That's true. I think he still got a place there. Well, they shoot Law and Order in that area, so you know it only makes sense. But I mean, is he spot on here? Like, I'm wondering, do y'all agree with Ice-T here? Like, is it the chain? Can you blame shining and wearing chains and stuff like that, or is it the people? You know what I'm saying? Is it the hating? But he did make a good point that you don't see a lot of LA artists, man, wearing chains. It just ain't that. It's just never been kind of their thing. I don't think that's ever been it. Like for LA, I don't think I've ever seen like any LA rappers with big chains, you know, with a whole bunch of diamonds. You know? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the chat if I'm wrong, but Ice-T might have a point here. To be real, man. So a lot of people ain't feeling this, man. He's drawing a lot of criticism. They going at him. You know, they going at him like crazy. Ice-T went to Crenshaw High. Yep, I know that. Sounds like a sound mind to me. He on point, but that's any rough area. That's true, man. There's so many rough areas, and Ice-T, he could have took this post and used these comments for anywhere, bruh. He could have said this about anywhere, and it would still apply, man. It would still apply. Because, man, nobody is above getting robbed. Like, nobody only way to avoid it is stay out of areas where you can be robbed. But the way LA going down, especially like they said in that news story, shoot, man, they robbing cats like left and right in nice neighborhoods. In the nicest parts of the city, people getting robbed. So Ice-T, man, he's got a point. He's got a point if you ask me. Got to know how to move. That is correct. Go ahead, like and subscribe, man. Listen to Dream Dog. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up, man. Let's hit that like button, man. Let's go. Get them likes up. Let's go. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought that was cool for Ice-T to step out and say that, you know? Because he's at a level now, he doesn't even have to play in this arena. He doesn't have to talk about this stuff. But he likes to comment and chime in when he sees something. Younger cats in the rap game not being led astray, but making false moves and making the wrong moves. Like he said in this post or in these tweets, LA is it's a nice place, but it's not a safe place. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the palm trees are nice. The weather, 75 all year. It's amazing. You're like, man, how can anybody be upset with the world when the weather is so nice all year most of the time, right? Yo, that'll fool you. You know what I'm saying? That will fool you, man. You will get lured to sleep by that, especially when you go to South LA, or I guess they call it South LA, and definitely that area that PnB Rock was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, the wolves are still hungry, man. So mind your P's and Q's, man, and watch yourself regardless, no matter what city you're in, man. I just think Ice-T made some good points there. He's looking out for the younger cats, trying to give them some good advice, some guidance out here, which is missing. Let's be real. Now, another person who made a post was Boosie. Now, Boosie had this to say. He said, Boosie, this is a post from No Jumper. So it says, and man, that is big, bro. Go ahead, bring that down for y'all. It says, Boosie, my bad. It says, Boosie calls L.A. the rap murder capital and warns everybody about going there. Now, Boosie is basically saying that, L.A. is the place where rappers get killed the most and shot the most. And to be real, if we checking the scoreboard, that is super factual. You know what I'm saying? Like Kodak, just this year. Okay, so we had we'll say 3 weeks ago we had the situation. Well, just last week we had the Sauce Walker situation. 2 weeks before that, you had Lil Pab get killed right next to Quando Rondo in a car in L.A. right around the corner from the Beverly Center, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then we had, what was that? What was before that? There's so many in LA, you can't even count, man. We be here all day. But it's been crazy like that, man. And even didn't Kodak get shot earlier this year? Was that earlier this year? Yeah, I want to say earlier this year around the winter time, man. Kodak got shot out there. So, man, yeah, they ain't playing, man. Man, if you go into LA, and I see a lot of people on like social media saying, people should stop going to LA. They should ice them out of the rap game or whatever because too many rappers have been lost there. I don't know if that's possible with all the labels there, with all the things that LA offers, you know what I'm saying, for rappers to do and entertainers to do. Now, one thing is cool is, you got movies now. They've moved kind of to Atlanta, Georgia. So maybe in the future you will see more like the hip-hop award shows and stuff like that in Atlanta and other cities like that, Miami, Not to say like those places ain't serious either, and the Wolves ain't out there. But man, the way that LA is keeping up, man, it just might be a bad investment for any rapper to go out there. It's just a bad look. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. When I lived in LA as a kid, it was a war zone. Yeah, I've been in LA too myself. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a long time ago, I was saying, But yeah, man, I don't know when you was a kid, but it's always been like that. It just like, man, I don't know. For a second there, it was kind of chilling out. Then the early 2000s, it got crazy again. But yeah, the 90s, early 2000s, that was crazy, man. That was crazy time there. You know what I mean? Crazy, 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 man. LA is the rap game. Stop playing. Yeah, man. Like to get signed, your label's probably in LA, all that. I agree with that. I ain't disputing none of that. Yeah, Draco the ruler. Man, the list goes on and on. The labels are in NY. Yeah, depending on the label. Remember, like Interscope and all that was on the West Coast primarily. You know what I'm saying? That's why 50 Cent had to go out there and get signed. LA is the rap game. Stop playing. Now LA rappers are gonna be a target in other states. Nah, I don't think it's like that, man. I don't think if an LA rapper goes to another state, it'll be a problem, man. I don't think it's like that, Because I don't know, man. It seems like in other states, they're more welcoming. I don't know if you guys have ever been to LA and seen like the Wolves be out, bro. They be out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a welcoming environment. It's just not. And I like LA. Don't get me wrong. I love LA. But it's just not a welcoming environment like that. You ain't treated like super royalty like you are in other places as a rapper. And any rapper, I bet you any rapper will tell you that. On the side, they will tell you that. Like, yeah, when you go to, because it's still, it's weird, man. It's almost hard to explain, but it's got a different type of energy, LA. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of places you can't go, and things like that for obvious reasons. So do I think that there's a problem with LA rappers? No, I don't think so. LA always been crazy. Yeah. Rappers getting too comfortable out there. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I agree that a lot of rappers got way too comfortable. Somebody said Whack 100 started this. Funny, man. Nah, Whack 100 ain't start this, man. Just because he's on Clubhouse every day talking about what's going down and whatnot. Nah, man. He he's a manager, man. He's an entertainer too on his own right, but he's a music exec. Dude is a good manager, man. He's good at his job. And he likes to keep up the fuss on Clubhouse, and it's highly entertaining. You can't, WAC ain't start this. I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make the gov just pass a law if you got a color bandana or something, gang type, automatically 10 years. Well, they've done gang injunctions in LA several times before. There's certain gangs in Long Beach and LA. I mean, shoot, there's all sorts of gangs who've had gang injunctions and they can't even communicate with each other. Imagine that. You grew up across the street with some dude, you caught a case listed as a gang member, he caught a case listed as a gang member. You can't talk to him no more. Y'all can't be at that street, none of that, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's wild, man. Do I think they'll go that far to try to clean it up for rappers in the entertainment industry? Maybe. That's a possibility. Hollywood Boulevard used to be lit a few years back. Justin Bieber don't check in. I saw that floating around, man. I saw that they had Post Malone, Justin Bieber, I think like Ed Sheeran, all these different people. Yeah, man, all that checking in stuff, man, it seems like extortion. And man, I'm glad you said that. Because now we're going to go to this video that I compiled. It's just a couple of different videos from online. And one of the guys talks about that. You know what I'm saying? The very first one is going to show Pop Smoke and his girl. But let's look at this. I want y'all to see this. Now, that's Pop Smoke and his girl hanging out, right? Or driving on their way to the restaurant. You see he's got one hand on the camera. It looks like his girl was driving, man, to be real. So for anybody who was wondering that, you can see in that.
This is the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles the next.
All right, with the eerie music, man, I know. And let me blow this up for you guys, man. Is that too much? Can y'all still see it? Y'all let me know in the chat. Well, let's play it.
Day on Manchester and Maine, where he was unalived.
All right, so this is crazy. Crazy. First off, of course, rest in peace, PnB Rock, man. Sad day, man. Sad case, man. It was just all bad, man. Wouldn't wish that on nobody. But, yo, the fact that they had the nerve to open back up 24 hours later, 24. Bruh, nah.
Yo, y'all get that, get them likes up, man. Hit that like button, man. Make sure you smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. Let's continue. Let's go, man. We should be at 150, 200 likes, man. So let's go. Everybody stop what you're doing. Hit that like button, man. All right, let's continue.
Here, I'm going to show y'all this right here. So, at most, I'm getting $20 an hour. On the low end, I'm making like 14. So they just died yesterday. Just watched the whole man lose his life while making.
So Omi's basically saying that, yo, the restaurant, that same Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, House of Chicken and Waffles, where PnB Rock was shot and killed, opened up less than 24 hours later, man. I mean, I understand people got to get back to work and stuff like that, but I might need a day off if I was working that day. You know what I'm saying? I might need some time away from work. You know what I'm saying? Chalk it up to whatever you want, but that's seem a bit wild. That goes to show how they just used to that probably in there. You know what I'm saying? There's rumors that there's been like 10 different shootings there. Like 10 different people have lost their life there before in the past. So it's just another day, I guess.
No more than $20 an hour, bro. Like, what type of person calls somebody like, yeah, bro, look, I know yesterday was crazy, right? But I'm going to need you to come in here because people want their chicken and waffles. Yo, f*** them chicken and waffles. Bro, you're tripping.
What's up with y'all, man? It's the OG.
Yeah, homie had a point, though. Like, that's a crazy phone call to make. Like, yo, man, I know you just saw somebody just lose their life right in front of you and bleed out on the ground, but, man, you know, here's this part that we were talking about earlier, though, man. Let's get to this. And he's talking about, like, checking in, security and all that. So this guy, he claims that he's an OG from out there in Cali. So
Coming at y'all, man, and this video is a piggyback somewhat off of the PnB Rock situation transpired the other day. Somebody asked me in my comments a question about checking in and the benefits of checking in. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: checking in don't mean if a ain't providing security to you. Checking in really is another nice way of talking about some extortion.
what do y'all think about that, man? Y'all tell me in the chat. When it comes to that checking in stuff, does it really seem like extortion to y'all? Like, if something feel off about that to y'all, like, yo, man, I got to check in just to live. You know what I'm saying? It's something about this don't seem right to most people. But, man, let's continue. Get them likes up. Ooh. Yeah.
In my opinion. Dig what I'm saying? Because checking in is supposed to be telling somebody that got some influence that you there and to let your goons know that you there and to give you a pass. And they ain't gonna do that on the strength. They expect some money behind that. But checking in don't mean shit if they not providing no security to you. Checking in really don't mean shit in LA, because guess what? To all you out of towners, man, don't know one man run LA. Don't know one man run Compton. Don't know one man run Inglewood, Watts, the Valley, or nothing else. Ain't nobody got no money out like that and out here. Not out here.
That letting it be known, man. So basically, I mean, the way that guy described it, and this is what he said, these are his words, not mine. All that checking in stuff that people be pushing on rappers and stuff sound like some extortion, man. Like, yo, dog, like, why I gotta pay to live? You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you gotta pay to live, that's extortion, ain't it? And I think he made a valid point, dog. Like, and then you check in with one group. Y'all saw that map that I put up earlier of all the different gangs that were around the area where PnB Rock got killed. Nah, what do you have to check in with all 4 of those gangs or all 3 of those gangs? You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, and if you check in with one, that is not going to mean the same to the other, man. So you still have a problem if something goes down, man. So all that checking in, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. We're going to run this back, though, man. I want y'all opinions, and I don't want nobody to miss these gems. You know what I'm saying? With dude is spitting. Now, I'm going to play. I'm going to let that play, though. But obviously, y'all can see that's PnB Rock. This is him on his way to the restaurant. His girl driving or whatnot. He holding the phone or whatnot. Y'all see that? I remember that.
This is the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles the next day on Manchester and Maine, where he was unalerted.
Now, hold up. I didn't read this. It said, rest in peace, PnB. This is the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles the next day on Manchester and Maine, where he was unalived.
All right, nah. So this is crazy, crazy. First off, of course, rest in peace, PnB Rock, man. Sad day, man.
Now, for those of you who can't read that, or you know it's hard to see it, it says that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle opened up business 24 hours after PnB Rock, you know, had lost his life. That's the whole thing that it said. I know it cuts off a little bit there, but let's go. And this guy is commenting on the fact that, yo, it's wild in that area, and that who would call themselves going back to work that next day there.
A sad case, man. It was just all bad, man. Wouldn't wish that on nobody. But yo, the fact that they had the nerve to open back up 24 hours later, 24 hours later, 24? Bruh, now here, I'm gonna show y'all the... Nah, this right here. So, at most, I'm getting $20 an hour. On the low end, I'm making like 14. Yo, they just died yesterday. Just watched the whole man lose his life while making no more than $20 an hour, bro. Like, what type of person calls somebody like that, bro?
Like, how does that work, man? To be real, you at a restaurant. I ain't never been in a restaurant or at work and somebody lost their life like that, like right next to me type deal. You know what I'm saying? Or we actually had to clean up the person losing that. You know, I've never been in a situation, and I know that sounds gruesome. So rest in peace to PnB Rock. I mean, no disrespect by saying that. But how does that work? Like, I get you have to earn a living and get back to work and, you know, get your grind on. But, man, You don't get a health day or something like that? That's crazy.
Oh, look, I know yesterday was crazy, right? But I'm gonna need you to come in here because people want their chicken and waffles. Yo, f them chicken and waffles, bro. You're tripping.
So
Now listen to what this cat says. Now, according to what he said, that all that checking in wouldn't help in this situation either.
with y'all, man, it's the OG here coming at y'all, man, and this video is a piggyback somewhat off of the PnB Rock situation transpired the other day. Somebody asked me in my comments a question about checking in and the benefits of checking in. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: checking in don't mean if a ain't providing security to you. Checking in really is another nice way of talking about some extortion, in my opinion. Dig what I'm saying? Because checking in is supposed to be telling somebody that got some influence that you there and to let your goons know that you there and to give you a pass.
And sounds reasonable, right? Sounds reasonable. Except, why I got to pay money for all that? Why can't people just off the hump? I guess, man, it's part of. I guess it's built in the economy out there or something like that. I guess.
They ain't gonna do that on the strength. They expect some money behind that. But checking in don't mean shit if they not providing no security to you. Checking in really don't mean shit in LA, because guess what? To all you out of towners, man, don't no one man run LA.
And sounds about right, man. LA's huge, huge city. And to think of all the different gangs and stuff, even checking in is just, it's like throwing money at it's like wasting money, man. It's basically what he's getting to.
Don't no one man run Compton. Don't no one man run Inglewood, Watts, the Valley, or nothing else. Ain't nobody got no money out like that and out here. Not out here.
I think his point is valid. I think his point is valid, man. I have to agree. And I'm on the side of people who always were like, yo, why do rappers got to check in? Like, why do people even have those restraints put on them? You know what I'm saying? It's a little ridiculous, you know? Like, we're the only culture where you basically trying to get away with extorting cats, to be real with you. You know, just for them to live. And just, why? Like, PnB Rock is a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even think he was carrying a flag or anything like that. So why in the world he got to check in? You know what I mean? And I don't know if checking in would have helped him anyway, man. It's a hot mess, man. And somehow they're going to have to fix this in the hip-hop community because, to be real, this is beginning to be a sad, sad, sad story that's carried on for way too long. Way too long. All right, man, I'm going to get back in this chat real quick, man, before we dip up out of here. But y'all do me a favor, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We should be at over 200 likes. So let's push for that. Let's everybody hit that like button, push for over 200 likes. Let's go, man. And let's get in the chat. Who we got in here? Dream Doll said, just off the strength of somebody died, I figured they'd be closed until like Monday or something at least. I agree, Dream Doll. I agree. I think I would be like, yo, I wouldn't want even animals, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to relate people to animals. I just roll with me. Even animals, if you notice, if another animal is dead somewhere, they will not go there. Like, they pick up that scent and they like, especially if it's one of their own type. If it's a pack of wild dogs, a pack of or a bunch of deer, right? If they pick up the scent of a dead deer, they don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? So going to a restaurant after a young man lost his life in there just seems unnatural and not the way to go about doing business and doing things. You know what I'm saying? And I am in no way disparaging PnB Rock and comparing him to any type of animal or anything like that. I'm just using that as a comparison for like the situation or a scenario, using a human being and the way that animals operate out in the wild. You feel me? Hopefully that didn't go over y'all head, man. You know what I mean? Man, y'all wilding on the likes, man. What y'all mad at me, man? Run them likes up, man. Let's get over 200. We in here. Let's do it. Said, when Dolph died, Makita's Cookies closed down for... Yeah, man. When Dolph died, Makita's Cookies was down for a while, bruh. They were down for... They had to do a press release to say, yo, we back open. That goes to show that this place is so used to random acts of violence and craziness, man, that they probably... Maybe they're numb to it at this point. Said flossing in someone else's streets. Yeah, man, flossing is a bad thing to do in somebody else's neighborhood. Portland, Jamaica in the building. What's up? Yeah, man, it's sad. I ain't gonna lie, King Euro. Sad state of affairs, man. Brother just can't shine and just live his life, do his thing, man. Said you guys are absolutely right on that. But come on, y'all, with the likes. Yeah, man, run them up. Tell him just a drum. The window was bust out, though, different, bro. Yeah, now with Makita's cookies with the Young Dolph situation, they did shoot out the window. You know what I'm saying? It was busted out, so it's a little different. But this, I don't know, man. I'd get the heebie-jeebies. I'm going to keep it real. Going back into the office, going back into that restaurant, it feel weird. Said that's why Cass got to move in silence and with security and stop trying to be seen all the time. Message got to get over their attention addictions. Yeah, man. Well, people get a dopamine hit from likes and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and attention. So, man, they're always going to strive to get a little bit more attention than last, right? I always hit the like button. Appreciate it, King Euro. Hustle Man Mall said the window was bust out. Okay, I already read that one. I got you. Nothing got destroyed but him. That's horrible. But yeah, facts. 100% facts. How y'all not going to hit the like button like 200 people in here? Yeah, muddy. I agree. I don't know, man. I be working. Like, I be putting in work to get these shows prepared, man. I'm talking about different video clips. I got to edit them, cut them out. I be working, man. So, man, show your boy some love on that like button. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I be having to research the story. It'll be a lot sometimes. Y'all said Birdman numbers on likes. Makita's new Dolph and their black owned Roscoe's except one. Oh, okay. What? Okay. Y'all said 139 likes, 205 in here. Hit that like button. Yep, man, listen to Free Money. I think they should allow rappers to carry guns now. If they don't have records, man, that should be like Mando. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got clean record and no paperwork on you, man, what? And if that's the case, I would hire security like a mug. Like, y'all see how Lil Durk rolls, right? Like, when you see Lil Durk now, he's got 10 people in front of him, 10 people in back. Those are just the homies. Those are just his friends. Then he's got the security dudes, like with the Pooh Shiesty mask, vest, guns out. Like, he moving. He moving right. Lil Durk is moving right. You know what I'm saying? And every rapper should do like that. I like what Tony Yayo said about that, man. Tony Yayo basically was like, yo, man, Cash just need to start moving right. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about this on Vlad like 2 weeks ago. So way before this PnB Rock situation. And he was talking about the fact that, yo, man, dudes just ain't out here moving right, man. They just like, they slipping, man. You know, he was like, he invested in bulletproof cars, all that with his money, you know? And he wasn't even the biggest rapper on G Unit. You know what I'm saying? Him and 50 got a great relationship, but yo, he was smart enough to say, yo, I'm going to invest in a bulletproof car. I'm going to invest in this and that. You know what I'm saying? Locked In said, I salute you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Salute back. Too much rappers out here dying. That is facts. That is valid. That is one of the most valid points. Is the number 3 still called the Obama? I'm not sure. I know he was that's at the Hollywood one, right? Where they have the picture of him and Shaq and all that, right? Probably. They probably do. You know what I mean? It's crazy though. They should at least give them off for a minute. Yeah, that would seem like the sensible thing to do, man. Get them some time off, man. Let them people chill. Get their mind right. Rappers got to move like the president these days. No lie. Yes, I agree. And man, back when Jim Jones said, yo, rapping is one of the hardest, most dangerous jobs in the world, everybody was almost laughing at him. Now we all like, you know what? He had a point. You know what I'm saying? This joker was right. You know what I'm saying? This joker is right. Love from South Carolina. What's up, South Carolina? What up? If you don't have family from LA, don't move out there, or you got to check in. Simple. Man, I got family all through LA, and I ain't never moving out there. You know? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I ain't got no family in LA, man. I ain't no. But no, I get your point though. I get your point. It's a pic of Obama in the Manchester store too. Okay. Don't come to Cali. I seen a clip of YNW Melly at that Manchester and Maine story as well. I seen that. Don't come to Cali without checking in. Nah, man, that's bogus, man. Like, should we play the video again? Y'all tell me y'all want to watch that again, or what that OG said, or this alleged OG said about the situation, man. Yeah. Y'all say LA combined. Kendall says Florida in the building. What's up, combined Kendalls? What up? If y'all need any promo, make sure you holler at me in the DMs.
This is the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles the next day on Manchester and Maine, where he was unalived.
All right, nah. So this is crazy, crazy. First off, of course, rest in peace, PnB Rock, man. Sad day, man. Sad.
Now, what's crazy is I heard they only got like one customer in there the whole day. You know what I mean?
The case, man. It was just all bad, man. Wouldn't wish that on nobody. But yo, the fact that they had the nerve to open back up 24 hours later, 24. Bruh, now here, I'm gonna show y'all the. Nah, this the right here. So, at most, I'm getting $20 an hour. On the low end, I'm making like 14. So they just dying.
Yeah, they gonna have to write me up because I ain't coming into work the next day.
Yesterday, watch the whole man lose his life while making no more than $20 an hour, bro. Like, what type of person calls somebody like, yeah, bro, look, I know yesterday was crazy, right? But I'm gonna need you to come in here because people want their chicken and waffles. Yo, f them chicken.
Exactly, yo.
And waffles, bro, you're tripping.
Exactly, bro. I'm not coming in. I am not coming in. Don't even call me or nothing. I'm not. They would know better, you know.
What's up with y'all, man? It's the OG here coming at y'all, man. And this video is a piggyback somewhat off of the PnB Rock situation transpired the other day. Somebody asked me in my comments a question about checking in and the benefits of checking in. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: checking in don't mean if a man providing security to you. Checking in really is another nice way of talking about some extortion.
Y'all heard that? He said checking in is really a nice way of talking about some extortion. Like, it really don't mean much. You know what I'm saying? Because cats ain't going to listen anyway, man.
In my opinion. Dig what I'm saying? Because checking in is supposed to be telling somebody that got some influence that you there and let your goons know that you there and to give you a pass. And they ain't going to do that on the strength. They expect some money behind that.
Extortion, man. That's extortion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I gotta pay just to live in a city, or I gotta pay just to visit a city? Nah, man. I already paid when I bought my plane ticket. I got my hotel room or my Airbnb or whatever, man. This is ridiculous. Because like they said, man, you ain't doing Justin Bieber like this. You ain't doing Post Malone like this.
But checking in don't mean shit if they not providing no security to you. Checking in really don't mean shit in LA, because guess what? To all you out-of-towners,
listen up. Listen to this fact.
Man, don't no one man run LA. Don't no one man run Compton. Don't no one man run Inglewood, Watts, the Valley, or nothing else. Ain't nobody got no money out like that and out here. Not out here.
Letting it be known, man. So for those people on social media who are telling people, yeah, man, when y'all come to LA, check in. I've seen so many videos about that, man. People doing TikToks and stuff and on IG. Like, you know, y'all are messing up. Y'all got to check in. No, man, them people trying to extort y'all, man. And I ain't trying to blow, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to blow up anybody's bag, you know what I mean? But nah, man, because that's not going to stop you from getting shot, bro. You know, based on what that dude is saying right there. Like, think about it, man. Like, if the person approaching you talking about checking in is from one organization, well, what about their enemies? The people who are into it with them? You got to check in with them too? Like, how many people you got to check in with? Man, I seen the one dude who did the video that was viral, and he was saying something disparaging about one group, and you guys can put two and two together, man. And, you know, he's in a lot of drama out in the West Coast. He did a video telling people to check in with him if they need some help. I'm like, no, buddy. Ain't no way in the world I'm doing that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So yeah, man, back to that comment. No, man, that checking in stuff seems like extortion. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know about y'all. What's checking in though? Paying a fee? Knowing well-known guys from the hood? Yeah, man. Why are these, who's this? King Euro says, why are these rappers that signed to Empire dying? It's something about that label is not sitting right with me. I've seen that rumor around a lot, man. I see everybody talking about Empire and all that, man. I mean, his reputation, the dude who owns Empire, his reputation is stellar around other people in the industry. But, you know, I'm not avoiding that either. You know what I'm saying? It's got a bad look to it, you know? Extortion means stay where you at if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Funny. Stay where you at if you don't like it. What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean by that? Like, people need to stay where they at unless they want to come and get extorted, man? Ain't this a free country? Like, what's up with that? Check in and hit that like button is what Free Money says. So, yo, yeah, everybody hit that like button if you're in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's try to get over 200 likes, do our thing, you know what I'm saying? Bieber and Post Malone not claiming gangs and running through their hoods, and they have security. I seen a picture. I seen a video of Justin Bieber with mad security in Watts in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They had him singing out there. I seen that mess. Who else has seen that? It was Justin Bieber. Don't make me pull it up. I'll find it. He was in Watts and he was singing. Let me see. Why every rapper to sign a label are dying? It's a good question. I'm going to leave that one alone, man. I don't want that bad juju. 804 RVA, what's up, man? Richmond, Virginia. Whoever buys the jewelry or diamonds is dead wrong. If they don't turn the killer in, I'm sorry, the real life, you can't do people like this. Yeah, man, karma's real. So if anybody tries to sell that jewelry, you know what I'm saying? They already said, like in that news story that I had put up, like there's an alert that went out. They letting all the pawn shops know and everything. Like, yo, and that doesn't mean that the pawn shops care. You know, they might not care. The jewelry store, the jewelers, you know, they might not care. They might already have some sort of black market deal going on where they've been buying stolen stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? But they put it out there, and it's from LA Times that, you know, police have said, yo, they've let pawn shops know specifically, like, yo, dude, if anybody bring in this jewelry, so they obviously know what he had, anybody bring it in, notify us. Now, will they do that? Never know, but pawn shops lately have been held to higher regulations. Like they've got these crazy slips that they've got to sign out and things like that. And they've got cameras. And so, you know, if somebody even tries to bring it in and they alert the police, they're going to get cooked, man. They done. You know what I'm saying? Done. Yeah. Well, let's see. Said Chris Brown was spray painting Pyru, but never got checked. Yeah, man. That's weird. I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone because the inner workings of that is so strange to me. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. You know what I mean? That's just business. If you ask me, why not get life insurance knowing your artist is street gangster and you just gave them $6 million? Now, let's talk about that. So PnB Rock, man, would you really consider PnB Rock as street gangster? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I put PnB Rock into that category. I mean, I know he's got that PnB on his name, and I know what that means with Philly. You know what I'm saying? I know about those streets or whatever, right? But I don't know. Checking in is building a relationship with people of influence in a particular city. And this is Maltree C, says checking in is building a relationship with people of influence in a particular city. If you're a goofy, yeah, most likely it'll be extortion. But if you're solid and a real gangster, it's security. Now, I would hope to believe that was true, man. But too many times, but here's the question to ask you a question on that, right? If that was true, that would be all in good, right? You're just building a relationship. You checking in, you saying what's up, hey, I'm here, or whatnot. It's a fair exchange. They get to hang out with a rapper. All that. That's cool. Building a relationship, being cool throughout the industry, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with networking and doing that. People looking after each other's back. But what's crazy is, now what about your enemies? Like, do I got to check in with them too? Like, how does that work? Like, what makes me safe? Like, how am I ever safe? I'm not. So what's the point? You know what I mean? It sounds like extortion to me. Let me see. How do people know if, and I'm not saying it is. It just sounds like it. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe it is what, who is that? Who made the comment? Maybe it is a good relationship like Maitri C said. Maybe it's just a people check in, they build a relationship and stuff like that. But when it comes to changing over money and stuff, I don't know, man. Feels a little grimy. Rappers dumb. Jack, you getting clapped. Get insurance on that stuff and get it back. You get somebody rapping. Kurt F. Is that a rap? You should never roll by yourself in Cali anywhere. Was good from Tennessee. Yeah, man. It sounds like a horrible idea. Rolling anywhere in California by yourself. Like, nah, man, that's out. You know what I'm saying? That's all the way out. Like, that's out. You know? Craziness. Oh, man. I didn't held y'all here for a minute, man. I know it's been highly entertaining. We've been talking about this subject, but, man, once again, no disrespect at all to PnB Rock or his girlfriend, but those are the hottest stories about this topic from today. And, you know, Ice-T chimed in, Boosie chimed in. A lot of people are talking about this situation, so we just wanted to get deep about it on this one. Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man, on your way up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, and make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop one of these hot lives. And, man, I'll be checking back in with y'all later on either today or maybe even early tomorrow morning. Cool? And shout out to Dream Doll and AZ King holding it down as mods. If I ain't shout out your city this time, I'll shout out your city next time. And for those of you who see this later, tell me what you think in the chat or in the comments, man. You know what I mean? And we out. Peace.